tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia, sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Hello. Hello, teachers, parents, and all wonderful students. How are you today? Welcome to Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber. Bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. How are you doing today, students, parents, and teachers? I hope all of you are ready for today's lesson. Before we proceed, let's begin our lesson with Umul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Yes, to you, Farida.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, thank you, Puan Farida and students. Let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. Well, I am Madam Manjitko from ACS Ipoh of the day. Okay, I am the moderator of the day. We at Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber will still provide you with free online classes. This week, we are having special slots for SPM students. SPM exams are just around the corner. We truly hope that students are ready and are able to answer the questions effectively. Are you ready, students? Can you do it? Next week is your big day. So, please take this chance to do your revision. So, are you ready? I hope you are. I saw many of you have already commented on the chat session. Yes, there are some. Okay, let me introduce our teacher for today's lesson. We have Madam Farida from Sekolah Menengah Teknik Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Penang. Welcome, Madam Farida. We are now live on Madam Farida's channel. Please support her channel, Blessed Fairy, by clicking the subscribe button now. Please do it now, everyone. Good. Guess what? Today's lesson is answering technique for continuous writing paper 1. Okay, be sure to follow the class until the end, yeah? And together with us, we also have Madam Emily John from SMK Mandin, Penang, the control host, and not forgetting Madam Heidi Chan Kin Wei from SMK Telang Usan, Sarawak. Welcome, teachers. To ensure the smoothness of our lesson. So, before we begin, I have a few reminders to all of you. Are you ready? First of all, please pay attention to our lesson. Stop chatting and use the chat box wisely. Number 2, regarding the certificate link, the link will be given at the end of our session. Please use e-didik account when you fill in your particulars. And make sure to listen to the passcode given by the presenter or even by me by the end of the lesson. And fill in the form within the time limit, which is 30 seconds. Alright, so without further ado, let's welcome Madam Farida.
Alright, I'm going to share my screen.
Yes, to you, Madam Farida. All right.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Can you
Yes,
see
can
my
see
screen?
you very clearly. Yes, madam.
All right. How
Sorry.
about my screen, my PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, can
Can
see.
you see that?
Yes,
All
yes. Go
right. Great.
ahead.
Thank you, Madam Manjit. Thank you. Hi,
Welcome.
Assalamualaikum, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm teacher Farida, and I'm live from Blessed Fairy Channel. So, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Despite the exam pressure, it's just around the corner. So, just to reduce that, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to write and score your Section B continuous writing paper 1. So, are you ready? If you are ready, then I can share with you a lot of tips that's related to it. All right. Okay. We have revision videos from PT3 and also SPM, SPM group. So you can click the link to access videos that the teachers have done. Now, with me today, I have Madam Emily, Madam Manjit, and Teacher Heidi, all the way from Sarawak. Okay, let's go to the content. Now, there are four parts of my presentation, four parts that I'm going to cover today in my presentation. The first one will be the types of essays. Okay, what types of essays are there? Number two, okay, I'm going to share with you the marking scheme. Number three, okay, you should have in body conclusion with any essay that you're writing. And number four, I'm going to share with you some of the forecasted questions that might be coming out this year. All right. Number one, types of essay. Okay. There are four major types of essays in section B of paper one. Okay, you have narrative, descriptive, expository, and persuasive. All right. When we are talking about narrative, okay, it is actually referring to telling story, and as compared to descriptive, where you are describing and putting pictures in the examiner's head. Okay, it can be either describing a place, a person, or an event. Okay, the next one is expository, also known as factual essay. Okay, factual essay, of course, you have a lot of facts and also supporting details to what you call that, to explain things that you are writing. As compared to persuasive or known as argumentative essay, argumentative or persuasive essay actually wants the audience, you are writing uh, in the sense that you want the audience to agree with you. All right, you're persuading them with your opinion or whatever topic that you're writing. Okay, let me just this is just for educational purpose. Let's have a look at this picture. I'm very sure you have watched this movie acted by John Depp, Orlando Bloom, and Keira Knightley. Okay, The Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Oh, I just love this movie. Now, question for you: What types, what type of question that can come up from this movie? Now, I'm going to relate. I'm going to put an analogy of these types of essay in regards to this picture, this movie. So, go back to these four types of essay. All right, you have narrative, you have descriptive, expository, and persuasive. Now, when we're talking about narrative, okay, I'm trying to relate just to make you understand what is the difference between all these four essays. So, when the question is about narrative, okay, it's asking you, for example, in expand questions, always start with write a story or that ends or start with. So, write a story about a pirate who had unusual habit. Okay, you can't see the other side, it's actually Jack Sparrow. So the start your sentence, start the story by beginning with this phrase. Okay, this sentence: Jack Sparrow was searching for dot 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 dot. Okay, so you have to write. Now, if you're talking about descriptive, okay, the question that can come up is, for example, my favorite movie, or my favorite actress, or my favorite actor. Okay, that is describing. So you have to describe. Factual essay. Okay, it explains something. So in this, what do you call that slide, I have given you water conservation. Okay, so you have to talk about how to conserve water. And last but not least, persuasive essay. Okay, you want audience to agree. I take one question from SPM 2018. The question is, young people should be trusted to make their own decision. How far do you agree with this opinion? So you have to argue. You have to give your reasons and
One
just
Farida,
yeah, yeah.
Miss
Can you
Me,
see?
can you speak a bit louder and
Oh,
increase
you
a bit
can't
of the
hear?
volume?
Okay,
Yeah,
how
it's a bit soft. Yes.
about now?
Uh, Continue, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Better.
Good.
Okay,
Increase a bit. Yeah.
okay. Now, the next part that I'm going to discuss today, can you hear me, Madam Manjit?
Yes, yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. The next part that I'm going to discuss with you is the marking scheme. Now, why is scheme is very important? Uh, for your kind information, marking scheme would be a very good clue for us to write better. Why? These are the reasons. Now, by looking at the scheme, number one, you will know how the marks are awarded. Okay, will know how the marks are awarded. Number two, I'm going to stress the importance of punctuation and I'm going to show you how it relates to awarding marks. Number three, okay, by looking at marking scheme, you also can know how important it is organization of points. And number four, what is the difference between an A script, a B script, C script, D script, and U1, 2, 3, and U1, 2, and 3. Okay, they are bands. They are bands. Okay. Now, uh, if you look at marking scheme for grade U1, U2, and U3. Now, the main difference between these three bands is that okay, it emphasizes on the accuracy of the sentence structure. So, if it makes no sense at all, then you will be you'll be in U3 category. U3 category. What differentiate U1 and U2 is mainly the mainly the accuracy of the sentences. Okay, that is for U1, U2, and U3 band. How about grade C and grade D? Okay, grade C and grade D. Now, if you can see in grade C, what differentiates grade C and a grade D is that in terms of language accuracy, punctuation, vocabulary, spelling, and also paragraphing. So in grade D, in D grade, okay, the vocabulary is limited as compared to grade C, which is adequate. Okay, so there are other differences that you can also go through later. Yeah. Okay. The next one is what differentiate a grade B and a grade C script. Mainly, you can see on the coherency, which relates to organization of points and also the usage of punctuation. All right. The next one, what differentiates an A and a B script is definitely the minute details like punctuations, how it arouses the reader to continue reading your essay. All right. Okay. So what I can say here is that okay, vocabulary, punctuation, paragraphing, sentence structure, consistency, and also the way you present the idea is very much given importance. Okay, when marks are being given. Now we are going to go back. Okay, to the four types of essays. But before that, I'm going to show you how punctuation is very much relevant to sentence structure, okay, consistency, okay, and the linkage. Let's go to the four types of essay. Let me give you example. The first example would be narrative. Now, how can you write a narrative essay? Now, narrative essay, when there are three things that I would like you to actually give, what do you call that, focus on. The first one is you have to understand the goal of writing the essay. Okay, understand the goal of writing the essay. The next thing is, if possible, try to use dialogue. Okay, not the whole essay, but put it here and there. And number three, how you organize your your essay, the points in your essay. Okay, and how you end it. Okay, number one, narrative essay. What is the goal? Now, when you are talking about goal, you have to remember that plot, setting, characters, climax, and ending is very much needed. Okay, so decide what type of story you're going to write, what are the characters that you're going to add, what is the climax, what are the problems faced by the character, and how you're going to end it. So you have to be very clear in what you're going to write. Okay, number two, use the first person. Okay, and try what is meant by first person. First person is like I, we, me. Okay, as compared to second person or third person. But actually, it depends on the question. Okay, so you have to read the question and then answer based on that. The next thing is try to use a lot of visuals, imagery, and strong action words to engage your readers. Okay, for example, use specific visuals. Instead of saying mountain, use the word like snow-capped jagged peaks. Okay, to describe mountain. Okay, number two, put some sensory descriptions. Okay, sight, sound, smell, feelings, and taste. So if you, for example, we took bath. Okay, instead of writing we took bath, mom filled the tub and we jumped in like animals on Noah's Ark. Two at a time, so she could scrub us clean. All right. So can you see the difference between the earlier sentence and the second sentence? Number two, always make sure, not always, make sure there is some dialogue in your essay. Okay, because dialogue is a very, very powerful thing. Number two, I would like to highlight here is that the use of punctuation. I'm gonna share with you the common errors that uh, uh, the common errors that are being made by these students when they are writing essay. So can you see when you are writing dialogue? Let's start with dialogue. Huh? Okay, when you are writing dialogue, make sure it is indented. Can you see? Okay, as compared to uh, the normal sentence, yeah. So that it should be indented. Okay, all right. Now, second part is punctuation. Now, comma, semicolon, and colon. Okay, I'll be talking that in another lesson. But my main highlight here is quotation marks. Okay, there are three main rules for quotation. Number one, make sure you use double quotation mark to signify the person when he or she is talking. So, for example, in this sentence, when I was young, my father warned me, comma first, then only you put the quotation. And the full stop should be inside. All right? Can you see? Yeah.
Yes,
Number
yes.
Okay. Number two. Is my voice clear, Madam Manjit?
Yes, very clear.
Okay,
Very
good.
clear. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you. So, second one is single quotation marks. Now, single quotation mark, you have to understand. In single quotation mark, it is actually used to mark quotes. Actually. So, when you want to quote something you have read in your dialogue, for instance, okay, then use the single quotation mark. For example, I remember reading Rahman's quote and then quote that's taken from the book. So you use single quotation mark. I can resist everything except temptation, and then another single quotation mark, and feeling so inspired, comma, and then you have the, can you see, quotation mark?
Closing it.
Okay, it's single when you are using or quoting any quotes from book or movie or whatever it is. All right. Number 3, when you are using, when the whole paragraph is dialogue. Okay, so yes, it can be done. It can be done. Okay, it can be done, but not the whole essay. All right. So you have a comma and only the quotation. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you the common errors. Okay. Remember. Okay. The incorrect one. Can you see? The bus driver said, comma. This is your stop. The full stop is behind. By right, it should be inside. Okay. Are you clear with that? Brother Manjit, can you see?
Yes, can see very
Okay.
clearly.
All right. My
Good.
voice okay,
Yes, everything is okay. Good. Keep it
Okay.
up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Compare these two sentences. Okay. The first one is incorrect. It's supposed to be inside and not outside. Full stop should be inside. Second one is question marks and exclamation mark should be placed inside and not outside. All right.
Yeah.
Third one. Okay. Question or exclamation of the punctuation should be placed outside the speech marks. Okay, how did you feel when the newscaster said JFK had been shot? Okay, so it should be outside. The next one, when you are using speech text. Okay, if a speech tag falls before the quote, use a comma before the quotation marks to separate them. For example, my brother said, my brother, it's not, there should be like a pause there. My brother said, okay, that's the reason why we have a comma there. Okay, and my brother said, I'm telling my mom that he stole the cookies from the shop, from the jar. All right, the next one. If the speech tag comes after the quotation marks, then the comma should be placed in the speech marks. Okay, this is the incorrect way of uh, sentence, the incorrect one, and this is the corrected one. Okay, you should have comma. Next, number 6. Is it number 6? I didn't count. All right. When a sentence is interrupted with a speech tag, okay, a comma should be used after the first segment of speech and at the end of speech tag. So, for example, the incorrect one is no. You must have a comma inside and not outside or without any comma. All right. Karen said, "Ripping her nose in disgust." All right. So you have to understand uh, these rules will actually make your essay to be read easier. Now, punctuation mark is when it is used correctly, it leads to coherence, the ideas are well connected, and the message is conveyed. So if you don't follow these rules, okay, if you do mistake here and there, your dialogue, we're talking about narrative essay, your dialogue might be confusing and it might be messy for the reader, which means it will not convey the message you want to be conveyed. Okay, uh, and this actually leads to the language and also marks awarded for your sentence structure. All right. Okay. Now, an A script. That's reason why an A script. Okay. Minute details like punctuation. Okay, when it's really accurate, it will be very helpful for the readers to feel your essay. All right. And it is very much, as I mentioned earlier, it is very much related to to the consistency and the relevance of what you are writing. Okay, the sentence structure also is right. Okay, and this shows that the candidate is able to use various types of sentences to achieve a particular effect. All right, and and the paragraphs have unity and are well linked. Okay, that is all about punctuation. Now, when we are talking about what do you call that? A narrative essay, as I mentioned earlier, there are three things that you have to remember. Okay, the third part is towards the end of your essay, the closure part. What are you trying to say? Okay, what are you trying to say? I'll give you more examples after this. Now, very, very important thing. We have to understand that a basic technique of writing a narrative is to combine the use of past continuous tense. Can you recall what is past continuous tense? Of course, I'm very sure you know what is simple past tense, but past continuous tense. So past continuous tense is when you have when plus I or she or whatever it is, was plus, okay, jogging. Okay, so past continuous tense is something or an action that is still going on or in the progress of in the progress during a specific time. So, for example, he was sleeping when I arrived. Okay, he was still sleeping when I arrived. All right, they are all 16 tenses. Just a recap. Okay, you can check out this note in my blogspot, faridamuhammadbi.blogspot.com. Okay, I have pasted this. Okay, I've uploaded this 16 tenses. Huh? Okay, the next one. Let's look at the complete essay. The things that I have mentioned. Now, a personal narrative example. You must have title. Okay, it will be, it's more organized. Okay, and then how you are going to start. Introduction. I'm going to talk about my grandpa. It's something that is related to pizza, potato pizza. So my grandpa always tells me that people who laugh at their own mistakes will get everyone else to laugh along with them. Yesterday, Mama, can you see? I learned that he is right. Quotation mark. Stay in line. Comma, quotation mark. Mrs. Martin said, I knew right away that my friend Naomi wouldn't be able to cut. I knew it was.
Farida.
Yes.
Yes, good lesson. Can we take a short break for a minute, please?
Yeah, sure.
Let's take a short break. And we'll be back soon.
Berikutan pengumuman penutupan sekolah sehingga akhir persekolahan. Pengajaran dan pembelajaran secara home-based learning tetap diteruskan. Oleh itu, kami di Akademi YouTuber menyediakan tuition online percuma pertama di Malaysia dari prasekolah hinggalah ke sekolah menengah dengan kerjasama e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Kenapa bayar jika anda boleh dapat percuma? Bermula percuma, selamanya akan percuma. Manfaatkan peluang yang ada. Jangan tunggu lagi, startilah sekarang. Untuk maklumat lanjut, layari www.academyyoutuber.com.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.
Alright, we are back again. Let's
Okay.
continue, Farida.
All right. Second paragraph. Second paragraph. Stay in line, Mrs. Martin said. I knew right away that my friend Naomi wouldn't be able to cut. I looked at Naomi and frowned. Soon the line began to move faster and followed along, hoping that there would still be pizza. All right. Now, I mentioned earlier. Remember this? Past continuous tense. You see? When I reached the counter, I looked at the choices I could only see chicken and mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and fish. I could hear the five senses. Okay, I could hear the rumbling of my very disappointed stomach. Then, out of out of the corner of my eye, I saw one last piece of pepperoni pizza. I got so excited. Okay, this is the beginning. Now let's go to the middle part. Okay, this is the introduction, and then we started the story, and then now we are moving to the middle part. Pepperoni and pepperoni pizza. Okay, can you see the quotation? Said politely. I said politely. Mrs. Martin handed me the pizza. I took the past tense. I took make sure it's consistent. The tenses are consistent. I took the paper plate so quickly that the pizza slid off the plate. I tried to save it, but the pizza landed in the pan of hot, buttery mashed potatoes. I could feel five senses, my face turning redder and redder. All I could hear was, here, five senses again, was laughter from the kids in line. As I looked at the upside down pizza, I heard Mrs. Martin's voice. Maria, would you like a side of mashed potatoes with your pizza? Okay, can you see the quotation marks, how it's being used? Okay, it's very important. Okay, very, very important. Now, towards the end of the story, Madam Manjit, can you hear me? Is it okay?
Okay, very clear, very clear. Good.
Okay. End of the story, I looked up and saw Naomi. She was laughing too. With a nervous smile, I said, see quotation mark? Of course. Okay, wait. She was laughing too. Okay, of course. Okay, full stop is inside. Now the conclusion part. Remember, I asked you, what are you trying to say towards the end? Okay, the question. You have to convince the reader. What is the conclusion? I never really believed my grandpa until I saw my friends laughing with me. The laughing made me feel good instead of just clumsy. See, you see the conclusion part and also the starting part is related. Can you see how organized it is? All right,
Yes.
Madam Manjit, are you
Yeah,
there?
it is.
Okay. All
Yes, it
right.
is very organized. This is what the students need to do.
Good. All right.
Our students.
Okay, let's go to that's the end of narrative essay. Now let's go into descriptive
Descriptive
writing.
essay.
What do you understand by the word descriptive?
Describing. Let's describe.
Describe. Very good.
Yeah.
Describe.
Let's see
Okay,
the
now,
student.
yeah. Are they typing there?
Any answers from the students? What do you understand by the word descriptive
Descriptive.
essay or describing? Do you write in details?
No, they're so
Maybe you
quiet.
can write on the chat box there, students, how to write a descriptive essay.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
share with them. Now, Madam Manjit,
All
share with
right.
them. Okay, some tips on how to write descriptive essay. Okay, use the formula SIM. What is SIM? SIM means sensory details. E for emotion. Adjectives, of course, you need a lot of adjectives. Metaphors and similes. Okay. I'm going to write, so I'm going to give you straight away a sample essay about my mother. So the introduction, you must have introduction. Okay, my mother is not like other mothers. She is a fierce protector and a mysterious woman to my sisters and I. All right.
Oh,
So I'm going to describe my mother. Okay, I'm going to use the formula seen in my essay. Okay, sound. You must have some sound. Okay, you must have some sensory details. Okay, for example, if you want to describe the sound, soft voice at night, clack of her shoes on the floor tiles, bang of the spoon when she cooks. All right, so these are all giving us the imagination. Okay, so as if we are in that place. All right, The next part is you are going to put some emotion. Okay, S-E-A-M, emotion. Describe.
Excuse me, Teacher Farida. There is a
Yeah,
question there. Okay,
yeah.
Lija Lim is asking, Teacher, may I
Oh
know
yeah,
what is metaphors?
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
to that. I'm coming to that.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
who's that?
Okay, thank you, Emily.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lija Lim.
okay, Lee
Yeah.
Jalim, I'm coming to that. Okay, let me just finish
Don't
this
worry,
part.
don't worry.
I have slide for that too. Don't worry. All right. So describe emotion. Okay, a large painful lump was beginning to form inside of Judy's throat, making it hard to breathe, and she felt as though she might suffocate if she did not flee from the room. So describing the situation of the writer at that time. The next one, vivid adjective. Something can be seen. Okay, colors. Maybe you can use colors to describe. Trisha
Yes.
said the large stalk of pot of stew, watching as flashes of bright
Okay.
orange carrot and stark
Okay.
white,
Lee Jalin says describing colors just like a movie.
describing colors like a movie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And
Good.
yeah,
They
thank
are
you for
responding to you.
thank you. All right. So, what? Coming back. What's the sentence? Okay. Trisha said the large stock pot of stew, watching as flashes of bright orange carrot and stark white potato danced around, occasionally picking through the thick brown liquid as it bubbled and steamed. In other words, I'm cooking, but I'm describing it with a lot of minute details, adjective, for the reader to imagine. Okay, that particular scene. Okay, now coming to Lijian. Is it Lijian? Ask that question.
Yes. About
Yes,
metaphors.
yes, metaphors. Okay, use of
Yes.
metaphors. Let me give you the
What
example.
is metaphors? What is metaphor lah?
Yeah. My mother is like a fierce warrior in battle. If the battlefield were PTA, Parents Teachers Association. In English we call it PTA, in BM we call it PIBG meeting. So PTA meetings and the checkout line at the grocery store. Fierce warrior.
Oh, that's great. Warrior. Yes, warrior. Oh my
Fierce
God.
warrior in the battle. So you can imagine how
Oh,
you know what do you call that, the character of the mother in this particular sentence. Okay, by just reading in this
okay.
sentence you can imagine already how stern is the mother, how firm is the
How
mother,
fierce the mother is.
how fierce is the mother. All right, so legend. Okay, metaphor, simile is a word or phrase that compares something to something else using words like as and like. But in metaphor, we don't use as or like. For example, my mother is as busy as a bee.
Abi.
Okay, she sparkle like like diamonds. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm hungry as a bear. All right.
Yes.
Uh, but in a simile, you will use as and like. But in metaphor, you're also comparing. Okay, for example, this sentence: Noah has a heart of lion. Okay, can you see? Is there any human having heart of lion? No, right? So,
No, so
but
far nobody.
so
So far nobody at the moment.
at the moment, no, not yet lah. So Noah has a heart of lion, but in this metaphor, you are not using the word as and like. As compared to simile, okay, on her first day of school, Jane was as cool as a cucumber. She's not a cucumber, but she's as cool as a cucumber.
Okay, one Shamimi is mentioning here that the SCAM, remember the one? Sensory details, emotions,
Yes,
adjectives, and metaphors
yes.
formula will be used to
To,
describe essay question. Yes,
to
it's true.
describe a descriptive essay question.
Okay, descriptive essay questions. Yes, it's
Yes.
very true. All right, one
Okay.
Shamimi, good.
All right. Thank you.
And Lee Jialin says, teacher, has fierce, has tiger, has cool, has cucumber, has easy, has A, B, C.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes.
Okay.
Very good, Lee. Lee Jia Lim. Correct. Okay. So
Okay,
that's a very
yes.
good example. So if you want more about this simile, metaphor, or even the 16 stanzas, I've already uploaded in my faridamuhammadbi.blogspot.com. You can check out the notes there. Okay, I also have I also have uploaded other grammar notes. All right. So, conclusion for this descriptive essay. In all that she has sacrificed for us, I see her strength, courage, and fierce love for her family. So she's not that fierce, but she's trying to protect the family. Okay. So I see her
Okay,
strength.
Jana Sufyan.
Yeah.
Puan Farida, they
Yeah,
say. Jana Sufyan says, when it rains, you put on your coat, I guess. Is this a metaphor?
when it rains, of course, you put a coat on, right?
Yeah.
So metaphor is something that you're associating in human qualities to human. So you don't have a heart of lion, but you're trying to describe that you have. That's a different meaning to that. All right, Manji?
Okay. All right. Okay,
All right.
continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the conclusion is okay. So try to what do you call that? Write something that is related and conclusive. All right, like
Okay, Jania Sufyan said it is buffering. What is buffering over here?
buffering. No, it's an
Hmm.
expression.
I think what she means is maybe
Her
her line is buffering.
not
The
good.
line is
Yes,
buffering.
I also think so.
Uh,
Maybe her line is not very good.
it's
Okay, never
okay. It's
mind.
okay. Try to follow the class.
Okay.
Yes. Okay,
All
continue.
right.
Puan Farida.
Okay. So you end the essay with a solid conclusion. Now, so again, you must have your introduction. You have the development. What do you call that? You describe. You not you. Sorry. You have the body, and you will have the
Content point.
conclusion. All right. The next one, factual essay. So far, we have done narrative and descriptive. Now, I'm going to factual essay. We have 15 more minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
What
for 15
is
more minutes.
Okay. What is meant by factual essay? I'm going to give you some tips on how to write
Okay, here.
essay.
Ahmad Ali Karim says he wore his Macintosh everywhere like a cat and his fur. Is this a metaphor?
Before his mission, yes, yes. But this is
This is a
simile. Like when you use the word like, it is
so it comes
simile.
family
Yeah. You,
comparison, isn't it?
yes, you
Comparing.
must. You mustn't have the word like and as in metaphor.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So maybe let me finish my this one because I don't
Okay,
have much
continue,
time.
please. Puan
Yeah.
Farida, continue.
Yes. All right. So the formula is TPCC. What is TPCC? Okay. Now, the introduction, you should have the thesis statement. That means you're going to talk about what. Okay, that is the general idea of the essay. And then in each paragraph, that is the body part, you're going to have the PEE. Okay, C. Point, elaboration, examples, and a concluding sentence. And the last part is the overall conclusion. So the blue part is a statement and the conclusion must be consistent and related. Now let's have a look. Okay, you must have PEEC, point, elaboration, example, and concluding sentence in each paragraph. For example, if you have 3 points, so you must have this PEEC in each paragraph. All right, clear? Okay. What is thesis statement? As I mentioned earlier, is the general idea. Okay, and topic sentence. Okay, thesis statement you do it in your first paragraph, introductory paragraph. As compared to topic sentence, it happens in the beginning or the middle part, or normally it's in the beginning. Okay, in the beginning part of each paragraph. So you're introducing your ideas. Okay, so let's look at this example. For example, how to boil an egg. Okay, the topic
Hmm.
sentence here is you can cook a perfectly boiled egg for breakfast if you follow these 6 easy steps.
Hmm.
Okay, and this is happening in each paragraph, yeah. And the concluding statement sentence is now the egg is ready to eat. Can you see there's a connection over there?
Yes.
Okay, so enjoy it. Now, coming back to the formula, thesis statement, point, elaboration, examples, and a concluding sentence. All right. So in each paragraph, as mentioned earlier, you must have these things happening. Topic sentence, supporting details, and also example and concluding sentence. So, which means your essay is going to look like a hamburger. Okay? The bun at the top
Good
and the bottom.
explanation. Very good explanation. Good explanation about the essay.
Okay, thank you, Madam Manjit. Okay, so the burger, the bun part is your introduction, and the conclusion is the lower part of the other bun. So in between you have the meat, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
vegetables.
this meat is where you are going to have PEEC. So if you have three meats, then you make sure you have 3 points, three examples, elaboration, and it depends on how you are going to write and relate it in each paragraph. All right, basic. Okay.
Yes.
Now these are the words actually can be very useful when you are writing your paragraphs. How you want to introduce opposition ideas, how you want to explain in detail, how you want to show the cause and effect. Okay, how you want to show the time, the base kind of essays. So these are the words that will be useful. Later, I will also upload that in my Farida Muhammad BI blogspot. Now, let me give you an example here. Okay, factual essay. The benefits of the internet. We have that 10 minutes left. Okay, the benefit of internet. Now, as you can see here, okay, there are 4 points. Now, in this diagram, you can only see point and examples given. How about elaboration and concluding sentence? So it is kind of hanging because you don't have a concluding sentence for each paragraph, or there's no much elaboration given on this particular topic. So, let me show this first. Okay, mode of communication. Okay, just now earlier, one of the point is communication. So that is your point, that is your topic sentence. Example given, what is it? Email. So how are you going to elaborate? When it comes to media, I'm not using mode of communication. I change a bit because use of vocabulary, remember? Okay, adequate language and adequate vocabulary usage, or good vocabulary usage, or different vocab. When it comes to medium of communication, we are talking about the benefits a person gets by using it. So this is very obvious. Explain more. Okay, is it like okay enough? Do you think the examiner will understand? Or do you think it's good enough to explain your idea? If it is not elaborative, then you have to explain more. So this is very obvious when trying to communicate with a person who's living far from us. Okay, and then you can give example. So those, for example, I have a sister or whatever it is, yeah, when we are doing online classes or you even have any online tuition, it will be very useful. Okay, so give more examples. And have a concluding statement. This has resulted in the increase of people using internet as the best way to communicate. Okay, the hamburger also happens in each paragraph. All right. The meat happens in each paragraph. Okay, so you can use words like in the introductory point. You can use words like firstly, to start with, first of all, first and foremost, and then we have elaboration. What are the words we can use according to experts? Research has found out. Okay, in terms of what? Okay, example. For instance, and as for concluding sentence, as a result, consequently. Okay, despite the fact that okay, so you can have some argument there, but make sure you come back to the idea. Now, what differentiate factual essay and also argumentative essay? The last part, okay, argumentative. Now you have to understand, argumentative essay is to persuade the reader to take the author's viewpoint. I'm saying that watching television, watching Korean drama is good. So I have to come out reasons why I am saying so. And I have to influence you to actually agree with me towards the end of the essay. Okay, so it's not easy thing to do because it manipulates the other people's thought to change their attitude towards something. So it can be done if you argued well along the way. All right, how are you going to write? What are you have to ask this question? What are you arguing? What are you trying to get your reader to do, to think? And then you have to explain why, and then you have to introduce, okay, the advantages of watching Korean drama is actually beneficial because blah 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 blah, even though it's not influencing the teenagers, but it is actually a very good way to portray how we should be living in a multiracial society, for instance. All right, so argument one you have, and then you have argument two. How is your reader wrong? That means you are trying to say, it's actually good. There are some benefits watching this Korean drama. All right. Part three. Okay. Part three is I need to understand that in each type of in any essays, you will definitely have an introduction, okay, general statements, okay, or information, or the thesis statement, and you will have the body, okay, whereby the topic sentences will be happening, okay, the meat formula will be happening in each paragraph, and you will have a conclusion. So in order to write a good essay, always remember the hamburger formula. Okay, you don't just eat the bun or the meat in the middle, you eat all together. So make sure you have all this in your essay. All right. And last but not least, okay, I have already listed some. Actually, it's not spotted or forecasted questions. These are the possible questions that can come out in your SPM examination. All right. So, before that, let me just share with you some. Is the slide?
Yeah, can be seen clearly. Yes, one Farida can be seen. Are you okay? One Farida. All right.
Her line is hanging. Never mind, she'll come back.
All right. But what we
Let's
can see
see.
over here, she was referring to the slides about narrative, descriptive, factual or expository, essay, and argumentative. So from here we can see that we need to know.
She's back. She's
Yeah,
back.
she's
Okay.
back here.
Okay,
Yes,
can
one
you see?
Farida, continue please.
Okay. Sorry.
Suddenly you disappeared.
Okay. Sorry. Luckily, I'm not talking alone. All right.
Okay, let's continue.
All right. Okay. Great. Okay.
We have 6 more minutes.
Okay. So, can you read the question over here, Madam Manjit?
Yeah, narrative.
Okay.
Write a story beginning with I never knew what happens was
What happiness?
until.
Yeah.
What happiness
Was until.
until
Okay.
dash
And
dash
then we
dash.
start the story.
Write a
It's-
story ending with finally he walked away without saying a word.
Okay. So this is the
is
ending
story,
part.
the
You see?
ending. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This is the first person I. So you have to like relate it. I. All right. Descriptive, Madam Manjit. Describe
Describe a visit by
To
describe a visit to a night market. So here a personality or the person you admire.
Yes. Okay. So describing the
Alright.
place and also describing the person. The next
People.
one, factual essay. People,
Okay,
sorry.
factual, the effects of pollution, ways to make school interesting.
Okay. So you have to present your points. And the
Okay,
last one.
last one is argumentative. It is better to study the science subjects than the arts. Do you agree?
Do you agree, Madam Manjit?
It's quite difficult to say. Individual opinion.
Yes.
Individual
Alright.
opinion. Depends on
And
their
last one,
career.
I think the students will love it.
Examinations should be abolished, discussed.
Agree?
No, I think we need examinations. We need examinations.
Okay, teachers always oppose this
Yeah, we need
idea.
examination.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
And the last one. Okay. I don't know what is
The question about.
going to come out this year. But anyhow, these are the things that you can actually prepare. For example, internet or computer, e-learning,
Yes, science and
online learning,
technology.
social media, something that has to do with education, health issues, mental health, favorite time of the year, how to spend time wisely during the pandemic, necessity
Yes,
of
this can be a question to COVID-19.
Yes.
Yes.
Necessity of test and examination, the
Mhm.
sacrifice, happiest day of your life, the
Yes.
most unforgettable event or incident, saving the environment or World Environment Day, okay,
Yes.
my hopes and fear for the next 10 years, helping others and determination. All right?
I think Teacher Farida,
Yeah.
I think one of the hot topic will be about distance learning, online
Yes.
learning, and because normally the topics will be very close to what is happening to the students.
Yeah, the
Like,
race situation now.
Or even a
yes,
cyberbullying.
yeah,
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 there was a
because a
talk on
lot of
cyberbullying today.
or
Yes.
even online gaming, I think you have
Yeah.
a video on
Esports.
that, right?
Yeah.
Because nowadays kids, because they are with the gadgets and they are at home, so this I think online gaming has gained a bit of a
Popularity.
followers already.
True.
Yeah, popular already.
It's a multi-billion dollar industry. I was shocked when
Yeah.
when I did the video. Then only I found out a lot of details regarding esports.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the end of today's lesson. So you can always what do you call that? Look at our videos. I think Madam Manjit did a very good video on idioms. You can go and watch all those videos. And also Teacher Heidi, she got a lot of interesting stuff too. And she also did a video on idiom, which will be very helpful in your essay writing. And we have Madam Emily. She did another video which is related to how to write continuous writing. You must watch the video because you also have a lot of tips given by Teacher Emily. All right.
Okay,
Teacher
there's a
Farida, there is a
request
request. Yeah.
from one Shamimi.
What is it?
May you repeat the same formula for descriptive essay, please?
Come again.
Repeat the same formula for descriptive essay. Remember your
Okay.
descriptive essay just now?
That
I
means
like
go
your
back to
formulas.
descript.
Very nice.
Formulas. Okay, wait. I go
Yeah.
back to my descriptive. Descriptive.
Yes, please. Never mind. We take a bit extra time.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Descriptive. Okay, sim.
Ah.
Sensory details. You can feel, you can touch, you can smell, you can, by just reading
What
your
you hear.
sentence. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're giving that experience to your reader. Okay, emotion. Are you angry? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you what? Okay, so these are
Just like the fierce.
yes, the fears. I like that essay actually.
Adjectives.
Adjectives, color.
Talking about adjectives, I think one thing the students need to remember is to use good adjectives.
Yes.
It's not just saying very good, very nice. I did a video on this, and I think Teacher
I remember
Heidi also may
strong
have did that
adjectives.
also, right? Strong
Yes, strong
adjectives.
adjectives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong
So
adjectives.
go and watch these
Watch
videos on our
adjectives.
channels. Yeah,
You
because
need to have
strong
at least
adjectives.
5 to 6 strong adjectives in your essay.
Yeah, so instead of saying very good, you say excellent, you say great, fantastic, awesome. I think students love the word awesome, right? Instead of
Yes,
saying
these are the good
cold,
adjectives. Yes.
freezing, just use better words. In other words, use better adjectives.
Instead of using the simple basic words.
Improve your vocabulary lah. In other words,
True.
That is why reading is very important.
That's like what Teacher Farida was saying just now. There are a lot of useful videos. Teacher Heidi also did one on strong adjective, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Teacher Heidi, I can't
Feeling
hear
as
your
well.
voice.
Don't always
Oh, okay.
For feeling as well. Don't always say sad, happy. You know, you can use more than that. If you are sad, you
Yeah,
don't say you're
actually.
sad. You can use
Mm.
depressed or upset. You know, just don't use the normal. If happy, you say how
Melancholic.
happy.
I like that word.
Ah,
Melancholic.
yeah,
Instead
melancholic.
of using common
Yeah,
words, yeah, you say all common words. You
yeah.
need to
So
Mm.
you
enrich
want
your essays, all right, boys and girls?
indeed
Enrich your
correct.
essays.
Enrich your
Okay.
essays.
So SIM,
Okay.
so
Mm.
SIM, sensory details, emotions, adjective, and metaphors and similes. You can always
Mm.
access and watch this video.
Uh,
All right. And the last part, and make sure you have your hamburger in your
I
factual
like this
essay.
theory also, hamburger
I feel
theory.
hungry
Hamburger
already.
thing. You always have
Good.
Grab food.
Order
Students?
McDonald after this.
Yes. And
Okay, good.
last one, argumentative. Always remember you are going to like manipulate the reader's mind. Okay. So that's all. I can go to my Farida Muhammad PI blogspot, or please do share and like and subscribe my channel if you like the lesson today. I hope you have learned something. And yeah, the link. Back to you, Madam Manjit.
Okay, thank you. We are done with today's session. We learned a lot from Puan Farida about answering technique for continuous writing paper 1. All right. Congratulations to those who were able to follow our session from the beginning till the end. And thank you very much, Madam Farida, for such an interesting lesson. And I'm sure our students will be able to write something for the exam next Tuesday. Before I provide the certificate link, I want to remind all of you to fill in using eDD account. I'm sure you're having your account. And the link will only be active in 30 minutes. Please click and fill in the form with correct spelling. Okay, the link certificate is already in the chat section. Puan Emily? Okay, the passcode for today's session is #class AYU EDD. #class AYU EDD. You can see at the chat.
Welcome.
All right. Okay. To those who haven't joined EDD Junior Telegram, please do so. If you want to get more information, to go to www.academyyoutuber.com. You can get all kinds of questions for your exam. Why I say questions? There are a lot of videos shown. So go for it. And if you have time, do it. All right? Okay. So once again, I would like to thank you, Madam Farida, and my teachers for cooperating and for carrying out an interesting lesson. Boys and girls, please support Madam Farida by clicking the subscribe button now. And also not forgetting Puan Emily, Puan Heidi, and even Puan Manji. All right, try to subscribe. If you like
You're
our
showing
videos,
fingers everywhere.
Yeah,
all right,
finger everywhere.
okay, and
Yeah.
please do it now, please. Okay, and I think that's all for now. We
Yeah,
have another
before we
class tomorrow, and
Yeah.
tomorrow's class is a very interesting class for SPM also, and will be
Yeah.
given by our beautiful teacher Puan Emily. Can you see
I'll
her?
be seeing you all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So tomorrow
tomorrow
we'll
is
be
Yeah.
like
having another final session for
No, no,
SPM
no.
2.
Madam
yeah,
Manjit, I'm
Final,
giving
final
one
next week,
final
right?
on Monday. I'm
Monday,
giving
yeah.
one
Final on
final on
Monday. All
Monday.
right. So we
It's
have
okay.
on
another
continuous writing also.
Yay!
on
Okay.
continuous writing. So we have
More
our tips
tips.
tomorrow and even on Monday.
Yeah, more
So
tips.
Okay,
so more
tomorrow's
tips,
class.
maybe they may vomit out.
Okay, let me just explain a
Emily.
little bit.
Yes.
Tomorrow's class will be on paper 2 literature. Last week I did on novel, so this is like a continuation of that. So it will be on the poems. I am going to do a very quick review of all the 4 poems. And it will be very focused, like highlighting what you need to remember, what you need to understand about the poem, and a little bit about the hot things and hot question and all that. So it will be a good quick revision for you. Okay.
Okay, good.
I hope to see all of you. Please tell your friends also to join. And don't forget, Teacher Heidi's class will be on next Monday, same time, 5 p.m. She will be doing on
Yeah.
continuous writing. So that
Okay.
also will help you a little bit of extra revision just before the
Yeah.
exam. I know the paper is on Tuesday, right? So
Yes, Tuesday.
so we are just giving this to help you and
The
to kind of like class
the
last
last tips.
revision. Last
Emily,
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
smell cake batik from Sarawak.
You'll be eating soon.
So, and then Ahmad Ali Karim was asking all of us just now
Yeah,
to pray for you. Definitely, all of us
definitely.
teachers
Yeah.
are definitely praying because you are a special batch of students. Okay, you are our
Yeah.
special
The
batch of
chosen
students. You
one.
have gone through so much. Okay, and we are praying for the best for all of you. So don't worry,
Yeah.
our blessings and our dua is always with all of you. So do your best, join our classes. You can PM any of us, okay, Teacher Heidi, and you can get our from Telegram or from
Yeah.
Academy YouTuber. You can get the details. You
Mm.
can PM us. You can put in the comment section. So,
Yes.
Teacher Manjit, I think that's all today.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's all for
Yeah,
today. Good luck, students. Do your
yeah.
best in your
Don't
exam.
forget,
And
don't forget to eat your essay.
and see you tomorrow. All right. Bye,
Okay. Yes.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Take care.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi